Hello guys, Sam hello Koshal Enoch and welcome to my math tutorial class on series. Okay guys, in today's session we shall be taking a look at the convergent geometric progression, infinite geometric series, AP and GP. Okay guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the first question. The first term of a geometric progression is 1 and the second term is 2 sine x, where minus pi over 2 less than x less than pi over 2. Find the set of values of x for which this progression is convergent. So guys, if we look at the domain given here, this is yeah, the angle is in rad. Okay, so if you're familiar with yeah, if you've seen my video on circular measures, so I hope you know how to work in rad to convert your calculator from degree to rad. Okay, I'm going to do that as we go on in this section. Okay, let me just go ahead and demarcate this. I think I should be able to manage my space well. Okay, so let's get started with this. Okay guys, I need to quickly make a note here. Now we have to find the set of value. The domain given here is minus pi over 2 to pi over 2. That is the domain. Okay, and this is in rad. If you're familiar, if you can recall that pi rad, okay, that is 180 degree. Even though I'm not going to work in degree, I just want to call your attention to this. Okay, so it's 180 degree, so meaning that the domain is actually minus 90 to 90, because 182 over 2 is 90, so that's acute angle, meaning that the value of x should be an acute angle. Okay, so let's go ahead with the solution now. So don't forget that the geometric sequence converge when absolute value of r. Okay, so let me just write that. The only condition whereby a convergent a geometric series converge when absolute value of r is less than 1. That is the range is between minus 1 to 1. Okay, so to infinity, let me just go. So sum to infinity will be equals to the first term, that is a, over 1 minus r, because 1 minus r, the common ratio must be between minus 1 and 1. So let me put this one in rectangular box. Let me put this one in rectangular box. So before you can use this formula, provided your common ratio is between minus 1 and 1. So your common ratio must be between minus 1 and 1, such that you have, that's what I mean by absolute value here. So minus 1 and less than, strictly less than r, and strictly less than 1. Okay, let me put this also. This are the condition. Okay, just these two conditions, that's what we need. Okay, so that's the mathematical expression of what I'm trying to say, that a geometric sequence converges when absolute value of r is 1. That is, sum to infinity converges on a finite number. Okay, so that's that. So between 1 and 1. Okay, so now let's go ahead with the question we have in here now. So based on what we have here, what is the first term? The first term is given to be 1. This is the first term is 1, and the second term is 2 sine x. Okay, and we have this domain here between minus 90 to 90. Okay, that is a minus 4 over 2 to pi over 2. That is the domain. So meaning that I'm going to work in rad, I'm going to convert my calculator before I can do sine of function. Okay, so let's just go ahead now. Generally, what is common ratio in a geometric progression? So common ratio is Tn, okay, divided by Tn minus 1. So what I mean is that, for example, you have this now, like what we have in here, we are given the first two terms of the progression. The first two terms of the progression are 1. Look at the first term now. The first term is 1, that's still 1, and the second term is 2 sine x. Okay, then we have the third, like that, 1 2 3, so it's an infinite, okay, sequence. Okay, now so the common ratio r is giving us t2. That's because I want to write this now, this instead of the general formula now. So that will be t2 over t1, t2 divided by t1, or t3 divided by t2, or t4 divided by, like that, it is like that, or which is also like equal. So let me just write it. Okay, t3 over t2. Okay, then like that, equals to, just put 3 dots, then the general term Tn divided by Tn minus 1. Okay, so the next term divided by the previous term, something like that. So the next term divided by the previous term. So from here now, what is the common ratio from the question we have here now? So this is t2, so that will be t2 over t1. So that is 2 sine x over 1. So and that will be 2 sine x. So the common ratio is 2 sine x. Okay, so now guys, don't forget that I already told you that we have the domain is from minus pi over 2 to pi over 2, so meaning that x is an acute angle. So since the absolute value of r is less than 1, okay, from here now, since absolute value of r is less than 1, so the implication is 2 sine x is less than 1. So absolute value of 2, that is r, so just replace your r, that is 2 sine x. Okay, absolute value of 2 sine x is less than 1. Okay, in order to manage my body, guys, I'm sorry about that. I need to manage my body. Let me just demarcate once more. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I will not be able to manage my body well, but I think with this, I think everything will be pretty cool. Okay, I was trying to do something else before now, but I think I can go ahead and write. So absolute value. Sorry about that, guys. So that is r absolute value. Okay, r is less than 1. So less than 1. Okay, so implication of that is minus 1 less than 2 sine x. Okay, then less than 1. Okay, guys, I'm actually looking for the set of value of x for which this progression is convergent. Okay, so meaning that I need to find x. Sorry about that. I did something wrong here. Not something wrong. Actually, x is missing. That's what I mean. Yeah, let me just put my x here. Okay, so sorry about that. So I'm looking for the value of this value of x. So just find x less than 1. Okay, so now we are looking for the set of value of x. So mean that make x object of formula. I think it's cool like that. So to make x object of formula, then divide. I think you guys are good with yeah, what is this inequality, guys? So divide anything you do to this middle, you do to the left hand side and to the right hand side, because I just want to retain only x in the mid side. So this will be gone. Okay, so I'm left with minus half and this. Okay, so now but I need x now. So let me just write this. So I have minus half. I don't know whether I need to write everything. I don't just like to write everything. Yeah, guys, this is the first question, so that's why I just need to take my time. I know you guys are advanced students. You are pretty good, right? Okay, so this is what we have here. Now I'm looking for x. So meaning, oh, yeah, okay, I think I'm on blue. Okay, so yeah, I want to continue like this. So if this place, that space is not enough, then I'll just, sorry about that. I'll just continue my blue stuff here. I'll continue my blue stuff here. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is that I'm going to divide the middle by sine x. So anything you do to the middle, you do to the left hand side. Okay, so that I can retain x here. So the implication of that is that I'm going to have arc sine of minus half. Arc sine of minus half. Okay, this time around, guys, you need to convert your calculator from degree to rad. Okay, so because we have arc sine of minus half. Okay, so but this time this is the domain. It is minus pi over 2, so it's in rad. The angle is in rad. Okay, so not in degree. So less than sine x. Okay, then less than arc sine of half. Okay, guys, now this time around, let me go ahead and pick up your calculator, and if you don't know how to do that, go ahead and watch my video on circular measure. Why is that doing like this? Yes, go ahead and watch my video on circular measure if you don't know how to do that, but I'm going to teach you now. Okay, so now to do that, guys, just press shift, then mode. Then when you press shift mode on your calculator, you see math 10, degree, grad, sine. So just take 4. 4 is rad, so click 4. Okay, press 4 on your calculator, so you'll be able to convert from degree to rad. So you can now go ahead with the question now. So go ahead and do arc sine of minus half. So shift sine, that's arc sine of minus half. So 1 over 2, close the bracket. So that is what? So that is minus 1 over 6 pi. So minus 1 over 6 pi is same thing as minus pi over 6. So that is minus pi over 6. Okay, less than x. Okay, so go ahead also and do your arc sine of half. Definitely that will be pi over 6. So don't forget that before you can get this answer, you have to convert from degree to rad. And to convert from degree to rad, just press shift mode, then 4. So that's that. So that is the domain, and that's what they ask us to do. So find a set of value, okay, of x for which this progression is convergent. So the range value of x for where the progression converges is minus pi over 6 to pi over 6. So that is the solution, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead to the next question, guys. Guys, here's the next question. And the first term of a geometric progression is 35, and the second term is minus 14. Find the fourth term and find the sum to infinity. Okay, so let me just go ahead and demarcate my board as usual. I need to manage my board. Yeah, should be able to manage my board well, right? Okay, so now, guys, this one says that the first term, that is a, because this is geometric progression, so you have the first term, so represent that one. A is what? Is 35. Okay, and the second term is AR. Okay, don't forget that generally in a geometric if you have a geometric series, the term progression is given generally as ARN minus 1. Okay, where n is the nth term. Okay, so for example, the second term r will be 2 here, so you have 2 minus 1, so that will be AR. Okay, so the second term will be AR, so that's second term, right? So AR is minus 14. Okay, I don't know if I should put this in rectangular box, so since it's just like a formula or something like that to remember. Okay, so yeah, and you understand how I come about my A and AR, guys. Okay, I think I should be able to complete everything here. So AR, don't forget, A is the first term. So let's tag this one the first equation 1. I need not to do that, but I just want to follow that because my student like okay, that's not what it does. This is equation 1. Yeah, okay. So this is equation 1, and AR, that is the second term. And don't forget, let me just do something here. Let's tag this one T2, so you know that this is T2, so that you can recall something from the first question, that to find the common ratio, you just do something like T2 over T1. This is T1, so generally you have Tn over Tn minus 1. So AR is minus 14. Okay, this is equation 2. So if you don't mind, we can just say, okay, go ahead and divide equation 2 by equation 1. But for better understanding, I think the best thing for us is that let's just go ahead and find the common ratio. Okay, so that's why we're going to divide equation 2 by 1. Not just that we did that, but because we need to find the common ratio. Okay, so the common ratio R is giving us Tn. Did I need to write this every time, guys? Subsequent question, I may need not write all this, guys. I may need not write all this again. Okay, so that is generally for common ratio in geometric progression, if you have a geometric progression. So an implication of this is that we are going to have the equation 2 is AR. Let me just put this one as implies. Okay, so AR, that's equation 2, equals to minus 14. So you divide by the first term, that's equation 1, which is this is T2. This is like T2 divided by T1. Let me just put this one also implies T2 over T1, that is divide equation 2 by equation 1. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, yeah, so this one also equals to A equals to what? 35. So what do we have there now? So if you just take away this, so you now see that the common ratio, I don't know, I'll be able to manage my board well. So the common ratio is minus 14 over 35. Minus 14 divided by 35. So you can keep that. Just keep it like that. Okay, let's go back to what are we asked to find? The fourth term. The fourth term, that is T4. Okay, so if I want to use the general formula that states that the nth term is ARN minus 1, where n is 4 here, so I'm going to have AR3. That is raised power 3. That's 4 minus 1 is raised power 3. And I have my A already. My A is 35. I also have my R already. So just plug everything in there. So I have my A, that is 35. So times, just open a bracket now because my R is fraction. Sorry about that. So that is minus 14. Okay, over 35. That is R, all raised power 3. Then I may need my calculator to complete the solution. So this should give me, let me just write it here because of my board. So let me just go ahead and do that. So 35, open a bracket, minus 14 over 35, all raised power of 3 equals to minus 56 over 25. So this should give you minus 56 over 25. But if you want to work in let's convert it to decimal. This is improper fraction over 25. This is improper fraction, right? Let me check. 25, yeah, I'm correct. Minus 2 over 25. So then press SD, your calculator. That should give you minus 2.24. So therefore T4 is minus 2.24. T4 equals to minus 2.24. Okay guys, hope that is pretty cool. Okay, then B, the B part here. So this is A part, if you don't mind. Do I need to write everything? Yeah, I need to write everything. So find the sum to infinity. Okay, so don't forget that we stated earlier on that before you can find sum to infinity, and there are two concepts that you need to follow. We know that a geometric sequence converges when absolute value of r is less than 1, and so the sum to infinity converges to a finite number, so that sum to infinity is a over 1 minus r, provided that the common ratios lies between minus 1 and 1. Okay, so I'm not going to rewrite all those again because you have the concept from the very first question. So I'll just go ahead with my formula. So sum to infinity is given as what? A divided by 1 minus r. Okay, don't forget that r must be less than must be between minus 1 and 1. Okay, so minus r, that is the such that, okay, let me just write that this is only possible if and only if the absolute value of r is less than 1, meaning minus 1 less than r less than 1. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and complete this now. So what is my first term? The first term is 35, so that will be 35 divided by 1 minus, I have my r, so 1 minus minus, so that will become plus. Okay guys, 1 minus minus, that's plus, so that is 14 over 13. So 1 minus 14 over 35 will be 1 minus minus 14 over 35 will be 1 plus 14 over 35. Okay, so I think I will just use my calculator to complete this now. So okay, let me just write this one. Let me write the numerator first, 35 divided by hope my board is not yeah, it was like I was trying to write and it's not writing for some reason. I don't understand. I was afraid, oh, is my board lagging already? Okay, so yeah, what do you have there? 1 plus 14 over 35 is what? 1 plus 14 over 35, and that equals 7 over 5. So 7 over 5, so 35 divided by 7 over 5, so that is what? Okay, 35 divided by answer, 35 divided by answer equals to 25. So don't forget, it has to convert to a finite number. So you have to get a finite number, so that's correct, 25. So that's correct. Okay, if you want me to record that again for the show lies between minus 1 and 1. Okay guys, let's go to the next question guys. Here is the next question. The first three terms of a geometric progression are 2k plus 6k plus 12 and k respectively. All the terms in the progression are positive, so find the value of k, and b, find the sum to infinity. So why are we talking about infinite? Yeah, infinite progression. Okay, so guys, I just need to manage my ball. Let me go ahead and demarcate and go ahead with the first question now. So what are the information given here? So the first thing is we are given the first three terms. Okay, so this is t1, t2 and t3. Okay, so I may need not to write so many things now. Don't forget that we have the first three terms here, and generally we know that the common ratio, because I don't want to write so many. Okay, let's go ahead and write. I'm sorry about that. So t1, t2, okay, and t3 given. So we are given the first three terms, right? So t1 is what? That is 2k plus 6. Okay, let's just write 2k plus 6, and the second term is given as k plus 12, and the third term is given as k. Okay guys, don't forget that how do you find the common ratio? So generally common ratio is given as tn divided by tn minus 1. Okay, so that is the next term divided by the previous term. Okay, hope that is cool English. Okay, so yeah, something like that. Cool. Okay, so yeah, meaning that you can do something like you can do t2 over t1, or better still t3 divided by t2. So which one do you prefer? Something like that. Okay, so yeah, common ratio now implies t2, let me write it here because of my board. It implies t2 divided by T1, and that should be equivalent, should give us the same answer as T3, okay, divided by T2. So that's the main, that's the implication of what we have here, okay. So can I put this one also in rectangular box, because it's just to call your attention to this. So now let's go ahead and use what we have now. So this is T2, so I'm going to write K plus 12. So K plus 12, that is T2. K plus 12, that is T2, okay, divided by T1. T1 is 2K plus 6. 2K plus 6. So that's what we have there. So, and that should give us the same answer, meaning that it equals to T3, and that is K, divided by T2, and T2 is K plus 12. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to go ahead and cross multiply. I think the best thing for me is to go ahead and demarcate, such as to manage my board very well. So let me just go ahead and demarcate this also, because I still have question B. I think B part should go in there. Okay, so if you cross multiply now, guys, I want to be able to manage my board, so I will just go ahead and cross multiply this. If you cross multiply this one, you are going to have 2K squared. Guys, hope I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool, right? 2K squared plus 6K. So that's what we have there. So that if you also go ahead and expand K plus 12 into K plus 12, we are going to have K squared. Okay, that plus 24K. Okay, for some reason I'm not writing very well again. I'm sorry about that. Plus 24K. Then that should be 12 times 12 should be 144. Yeah, I'm correct. Plus 144, right? Plus 144. So then go ahead and collect like terms. So I want positive K here, so I'll rather bring all this one there. So 2K squared minus K squared, that will give me K squared. Okay, so that's K squared. This is 6, right? This cannot be 6. This is 2K squared plus 6K. This is 6K. Sorry about that. This is 6K. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that, my handwriting. Okay, so I have 6K minus 24K, guys. 24K, 6K. Okay, 24 minus 6 equals to 18K. So that is 18K. So minus 18K. Sorry about that. Minus 18K. I just like saying that. Sorry about it. Okay, minus 18K. Then this is 12K plus 144, right? So that will be minus 144. So you can see that this is trinomial, right? A form of quadratic equation. So I think this will give me a real root. I can factorize this, and if you don't mind, you can go ahead and use completing the square method. But I'm not sure you need to use completing the square method for this, because you are going to have your solution directly. So let's go ahead and use my shortcut method, guys. If you don't know how to factorize, go ahead and watch my video on quadratic function, so you learn that, guys. Now why you say go ahead and watch a video every time? Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, break this one down, KK. So yeah, I want product two number whose product will be 144, and the sum will give me minus 18. So what if I use break this one down into 6 times 24? Yeah, let me check that. 144 divided by 6, 144 divided by 6 equals to, oh sorry, 144 divided by, no, 144 divided by 6. Yeah, I'm correct. So 6 and 24 should go. So yeah, break this one down, that will be 24 and 6. So which one should carry negative now? I want negative, so this should be negative now. Yeah, minus 24 times 6 will give you minus 144, and minus 24 plus 6 will give you minus 18. So that's pretty cool, guys. If you need to learn this more, guys, go ahead and watch my video on factorization. Okay, so you take it like that. So minus 24 K minus 24 into K plus 6. So if you expand this, you get that trinomial equation up there. Okay, plus 6 equals to 0. Okay, so such that K equals to 24 or K equals to minus 6. So K equals to 24. Okay, or K equals to minus 6. Okay, guys, if we go back to the question, K equals to minus 6, let's check the question back now. This one says that all terms in the progression are positive. So since all terms are positive, then K cannot be minus 6. So you don't cancel it out in your when you're writing your exam, but I'll just put it in rectangular box here, and I'll put asterisk, something like that, that K cannot be. Do you understand? You don't need to write everything. K cannot be this, because you are told already that terms in progression are positive. So I'll go with k equals to 24. So if k were to be 24 now, then what is t1? That is the first term. Oh, and that is a, don't forget, the first term, t1 is also, we also use a to represent, equals to 2k plus 6. So just put 2k plus 6, that's 2 times 24. If you want me to write everything, guys, you want me to write everything. Okay, so let me write everything. So that is 2 into 24. Okay, I will need to use my calculator to compute this now. Guys, I'm bad in multiplication, addition, and subtraction of number. I need to use my calculator, guys. I'm just lazy. 24 times 2 equals to plus 6 equals to 54. So A is 54. Yeah. Okay, this one just asked me to find K. So you can just write K equals to 24 here. Okay, then I have my first term already to be that is 54. So my a is 54. So I can go ahead with the sum to infinity, right? This is 54, 54. Okay, so let's go ahead with sum to infinity now. So s infinity, sum to infinity, and don't forget I've given you the condition for this to exist, so I don't need to rewrite to state the grammar again. So minus r, such that absolute value of r is less than 1. Absolute value of r is less than 1. Okay, so sum to infinity now will give me a over 1 minus r. Because of my, I need to manage my board very well, guys. Let me just go ahead and do the common ratio here. So I can just do t2 over t1 etc like that. Okay, so but I think I will go with t2 over t1 because that, okay, I have 54 already. Yeah, I think I will go with t2 over t1. Yeah, so since k is 24, so 24 plus 12, 24, sorry about that, 24 plus 12, 24 plus 12 is 36. I have t1 already. Okay, so t2 is 36, because 36 is that's 36. So I just want to this one here, so that one I want to use to do this. So t2 is 36 divided by t1. T1 is 54. So let's break it down. So that should give us r. So 36 over 54, for some reason I don't know, I wrote 56, sorry about that. This is 54, sorry about that. Okay, so 54, 5 4. Okay, so let's see if I can simplest form break it. 36 divided by 54 equals to, that is 2 over 3. So common ratio is 2 over 3. That implies that r equals to 2 over 3. If you like, you can go ahead and do t3 over t2. You are still going to get the same answer. So my r here now minus r is 2 over 3. Okay, I don't know why I need to rewrite it again. I'm supposed to have put the value. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what is a? Okay, a is 54. This is a here, guys. 54 over, divided by 1 minus 2 over 3. So 1 minus 2 over 3, that's 1 over 3. Okay, so that should give me 54 divided by 1 over 3. 54. If you don't mind this, I'll just write it as divided by something like this, 1 over 3. So I can go ahead with my calculator. If you want to use, let's just go ahead and be smart, like my year 7 students. So cross multiply, the change the division to multiplication. So times 3. I just want to ask, well, I don't have calculator this time around. I want to be smart. I don't want to be lazy again. 54 times 3, that is the same thing, guys. 162. So that is the solution, guys. 162. So the sum to infinity is 162. So don't forget that anytime you want to find sum to infinity, okay, so it's such that the sum to infinity converges on a finite number. So it's a real value. You should get a real value. Okay, so that's the answer, guys. Let's go to the next question, guys. Here is the next question. The second term of geometric progression is minus 576, and the fifth term is 243. Find the common ratio, b the first term, and c the sum to infinity. Okay, so let me just go ahead and demarcate my board as usual in order to I need to manage my board well, guys. Okay, so I wouldn't know if I need to do this again. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so the very first one now, um, looking at what we have here, we have the second term, okay, and we have the fifth term. Okay, don't forget that generally, the nth term um, of a geometric progression is given as AR n minus 1, right? Yeah. Okay, so now what we have in here, then second term, that will be AR. That's the implication, right? So AR, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So it's given to be minus 576. So I'm going to tag that equation 1 if you don't mind. So let's just go ahead and you don't need to waste much time with this. So equation 1. And the fifth term, that will be AR raised power 4. Because 5 minus 1, that will be 4. Okay? And that is given to be what? 243. 243. Okay, so let's tag that equation 2. So I need to find R. So the best thing for us is just to go ahead and divide equation 2. It's like I want to write like pi divided by equation 1. So go ahead and divide equation 2 by 1. Okay, so and that should be able to have something. Okay, so there I have AR to the fourth power equals to 243. So and the left hand side of the equation 1 is AR, so divide this one by AR, so you are divided by equation 1. Then the right hand side is minus 576. Minus 576. Okay, so here the first term cancel out the first term here now. Guys, you are good with indices now. R is power 4 divided by R, that is just 4 minus 1, so that is R cube. Okay, so R cube is this guy here, 243. I don't know if you can reduce to lowest term. I care little about that. If you want to do that, go ahead, but I'm not going to waste my time with that. Okay, so I go ahead and take cube root. So R will be cube root of what we have there. So that will be the common ratio, guys. Whoa, sorry about that. 243. My handwriting is pretty cool, guys. I don't know, it's pretty cool, right? I'm going to put the negative outside. Okay, 576. So I'll just go ahead with cube root of that, then I'll put my negative. So that should give me minus something. Okay, minus. Okay, so let me make my calculator now. Shift cube root, that is 3 of what do I have there? 243 divided by 576 equals to 3 over 4. So that minus 3 over 4. So the common ratio is minus 3 over 4. So we are good with the first solution. Okay, so the B part now. So the first term, that is A. So to find the first term, I think I will go with the first equation. So from AR equals to minus 576, sorry, minus 576. So my first term A will be what? Minus 576 divided by R. Minus 576 divided by R. Let me just write this like this, divided by, if you don't mind. Sorry about that, divided by R. And R is, don't worry, guys, I'm sorry about that. I don't need to write like that. Let me just go ahead with over, I think I like it like over minus 3 over 4. My calculator is going to do the work for me. I don't need to be too smart, guys. So I am sure that this negative will cancel this negative, so I'll just go ahead and do this now. So what do I have there now? 576 divided by answer. Since I have 3 over 4, my calculator already stored there. So 576 divided by answer, that is 768. So the first term is 768, guys. The first term is 768, guys. My calculator, where are you? 768 equals to 7. Yeah, I need to confirm. It's on the screen there, 768. So that's pretty cool, right? So then question C now. I don't know, it's cool. So the last question says that sum to infinity. So guys, I think I just like to emphasize that this convergence sequence. Okay, don't forget finally for the last time that sum to infinity and converges on the finite number. and provided your common ratio lies between -1 and 1. And if you look at the common ratio we have here, it's -3/4, so that is between so it's less than less than 1. Okay, so we can go ahead with it. So it's possible. So you're going to have, it's going to converge on a finite number, so it's cool. So it's possible to find it. So this equals to a divided by, since common ratio must be less than 1, so you have 1 minus r. Okay, provided absolute value of r is less than, strictly less than 1. Now this lies between -1 and 1. That's why I use absolute value here. If you don't mind, you can just write something like -1 less than r less than 1. So that's another way you can write this. Okay, so let's go ahead now. What is our a? My a is 7. So if you don't mind, just write your sum to infinity. Sum to infinity equals to 768 divided by 1 minus my common ratio is what? So minus 3/4, that will be plus. So plus 3/4. Okay. So this time around, I think yeah, let me just go ahead with my calculator. What is 1 plus 3/4? So 768 divided by that. So let me go ahead with my calculator now. 1 plus 3 divided by 4, so equals to, that is 7/4. So divide by 7/4. 7/4. So what's the final answer now? 768 divided by answer 76. Yeah, I'm correct. 768 divided by answer stored here. That is this is not funny, guys. 3072 over 7 SD. 438 point yeah, if you don't mind, 3072, maybe I think I'll just 438.85. Yeah, let me just write that. Let me write it too. Let me write, I converted it already. 4 3 8. Let's take to 1 dp, guys. 0.9 to 1 dp. But if you don't mind, let me just give you the answer in the proper form. SD 307 3072 3072. I see 30. Okay, over what? Over 7. Okay, guys, this is the end of this section, guys. I hope you enjoyed the section. The next video will be on conic section, so we take a look at ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, etc. So guys, do have a great day. So before you go, please let me show you something, guys. Okay, guys, here is my YouTube channel. Immediately after this session, the video on series will be available on my YouTube channel, guys. There are quite good numbers of videos, ICT, mathematics, additional mathematics, robotic and coding videos that will help you guys enhance your learning. You can see my last video on vectors, and here is 2020 to 2022 revised syllabus, IGCSE maths 580 practice question. And you can see something on database reports, functions, differentiation and integration, statistics, presentation, and you can also create your own game, customized game using Scratch programming. You can create artificial intelligence using Python programming, and you can see something on solving polygons, numbers. Quite good numbers of video that will help you guys enhance your learning, guys. If you find any of my video quite helpful and useful, go ahead and click like. You can also subscribe to my channel just to encourage me. And now here is my test shop, guys. Okay, unlike my YouTube channel, on my test shop you can have access to quite good numbers of board work, e-learning resources, board work, worksheets, and you have access to block codes and Python script and so many more, guys. So, and all the videos available on my YouTube channel are also accessible. You can also have access to everything via my test shop. So guys, if you find any of my resources quite helpful and useful, go ahead and help review in order to know what else I can do to improve on my teaching resources. Okay guys, love you guys. Do have a great day ahead, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Love you guys. Let's end with this note, guys. Let's end with this note.
Wake the streets up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wake the streets streets up.